Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we got in the Garage Alpha TRD Grill for the GX470. So this is what it came with. I ordered the one with the Raptor lights. So we've got the grill itself. I chose the Lexus insert, not the Toyota one. And then the Raptor lights, wiring harness for the lights, and then hardware for the Lexus bracket. And this is the hardware that came with the grill. I'm gonna plan to reuse the hardware that's on my current grill because reading some other people's installations, that's the best way to go. So we'll pull the truck in and get this installed and get going. All right, so we got the truck pulled in. First step is gonna be taking off the old grill. And how we're gonna do that is taking off all these 10mm bolts and then taking off these two 10mm bolts to undo this latch assembly. And then we'll take the nuts or hardware out of this current grill to use in the next one, and it should pop right out, so we'll get going with that. Alright, so we got the grill off and got all the hardware taken off. To get the grill off, you just take each of these 10mm nuts off, and then we're going to reuse all of this hardware. So we took these nuts out that were just kind of slid in here, and they just slide out. Maybe you need to tap them a little bit to get them out, but we're going to reuse all of those and reuse the hardware that holds on this latch assembly. And we'll get over to put the Lexus badge on next on the grill, and then we'll get it installed. Alright, so installing the Lexus or Toyota nameplate is pretty simple. You just lay it on the backside, put 4 Phillips screws in. Definitely don't over tighten those. It's just plastic on plastic, so you don't want to strip the threads. And then next I went ahead and put in the hardware that we're reusing. I only had 6 of them, so I'm gonna have to use 2 of the factory, the ones sent with the kit, that are gonna spin in these holes. So we'll see how that works, but 6 should hold it pretty good as is if that's all I can get in. But we'll get it on the truck and get it installed. I don't know if this will be helpful or not, or if it's just a waste of time, but I just threw a piece of painter's tape on each of these pieces of hardware so that when I'm putting it on the vehicle, they don't slide out and I lose one. Maybe it's not gonna be helpful, maybe you find it helpful, so we'll get it installed. All right, so we got it installed. Just put these 2 bolts back in for the latch assembly here, and then went around and tightened up all of these silver bolts you're seeing. This is the one that I had to use what came with the Garage Alpha kit. I can't get it any tighter than that, so that hardware is pretty useless. But yeah, there it is. We will go on the next step of getting the Raptor lights put on, and then we'll go from there. All right, and there is what it looks like from the front. Got the Raptor lights put on. I still need to wire them up, so we'll do that in the next clip. But overall, I think it looks awesome. I think it really updates the front of the vehicle. We'll get the Raptor lights wired up. All right, so here's how I wired up the lights. It comes with all the harnesses and stuff. And just put it under the liner here, and then ran it down, and it comes out over here by the hood strut. And then I wired it into my aux beam fuse box here that feeds the switch controller inside. So push of a button, I can turn them on and off. That's the route I went. Some people just want them connected to running lights or whatever. So do whatever fits your needs, but this works for me. And thanks for checking out this install. Here's the finished product. I think it turned out awesome. Stick around for more videos. See ya.